She said, I don't care if I lose the election, but I will not do that. She's in India, she likes India, obviously her family is Indian also. But that doesn't mean she gives a free pass to everything that India does. Look, Kamala Harris is nothing strongest, as you say. The only strongest was when I saw her campaigning for district attorney's post. When against all odds, she said she will not seek a death penalty for the killer of a cop. When the whole police union was against her, she said, I don't care if I lose the election, but I will not do that. And she won the election. So that was my strongest impression. When she stood her ground against one of the most powerful organized groups, legal, lawful law groups in the United States. Okay? And she won, and then she got the support. Later on, they endorsed her during the second term. Okay? So that the ability to stick to her principles and be able to convince those who oppose that logic to come to her side. That was my most strongest impression of her. The ability to both stand ground and convince people. Look, the roots are always important. Roots is a combination of things. For her, roots is mother. Her mother's roots are her roots, okay? And her other mother's root was very strongly Indian in one sense and strongly independent in the other sense. So whatever roots she has got, they are strongly influenced by her mother, okay? And through her mother, when she used to come to India, her grandfathers and others. Okay? Look, I was telling somebody today, she is Indian. She's in India, she likes India, obviously her family is Indian also. But that doesn't mean she gives a free pass to everything that India does. She will not accept somebody saying, it's done in India, so why are you stopping? She said, look, it may be India, but still it is something which is not, should not be done, which is against my feeling. So, I don't know whether somebody said, I don't ask her these things. I said, look, there's no point in asking, I know what her answer would be. But I did think she had made one or two statements about CAA and some of those things. By and large, broadly, she was right. On some minor points, she may be here and there, one could take issue with her. This comma is not there, that full stop is not there. But by and large, she was more worried about the broader implications, the philosophy behind that. The philosophy behind the religion counts. Look, there's nobody that either the president or the vice president need to bring to the table, unlike George Bush, who brought the nuclear deal. And he told everybody, do what I say or all of you are out of a job. Today there's nothing between India-US relations that requires presidential intervention or vice presidential intervention at the highest level. These are small things. Okay? That whether one export control license should be given to India or not, whether something should be done, so tweaking here and there. So that she need not bring much to the table. Both the US administration, the US Congress is already working on it. Okay? All that she has to make sure is that the administration guidance, they follow what they are told to do, that they don't use their own. Okay? You see, it's always strange words. My father would say, what's so liberal? I said, look, people are equal. Somebody should do what they want. They should study. You should not force them to do something. So what's so liberal about it? That's a common human, that's how you treat human beings, okay? In a sense, I don't think Shyamala herself considered herself a great liberal. She said, I'm doing what I should do. But it is true. They tolerated a lot of things which other families would have taken frowned upon. She didn't mind the Jamaican son-in-law, a Mexican daughter-in-law, a 19-year-old daughter going studying abroad by herself, doing everything by herself, taking part in demonstrations in another country. All those things they didn't mind. See, that was because my father had retired by then. And if you know nothing else, grandparents tend to be more indulgent towards grandchildren than their own children. So my father used to have discussion with them on many things, which if I talk to you and say, what's your business, go and do your work, okay? So that was a great influence, that Shyamala and the long chats that he had with my father as a grandchildren. They're children, they're not adults at that time. Those two things I think did help them shape up the view of life and view of how do you behave with other human beings. That's all. There's nothing great about it, but it's common sense. My sister would say, I didn't get it from anybody. I said, look, you shouldn't beat up this fellow. What's so civilized about it? I said, you shouldn't beat him up. Why are you beating him up? That's all I said. So they got from her mother the ability to remove the values of color or anything from discussing with anybody, and conversely, to bring color into any subject which requires only dealing between human beings. Why should color play a role? I think that's what. It's not that my Shyamala told them deliberately, but as example and by common sense they believe. Now, I have not had any social media or verbal communication with Kamala other than what I spoke to her when I was in States over the phone. Mm-hmm. But not long distance, because these days everything is subject to hacking, then misrepresentation, and given the toxic nature of politics in the US, if I tell her something, they'll say Kamala's uncle, who is an expert on Indo-US relations, is advising her on US. So Indians are interfering in US. I said, now what the hell? She knows what I know. She knows I like her. So I said, when she wants, she'll ask me when I will need, I will go and talk to her. I talk to her. So I am not, only I sent her a congratulatory, first thing I sent her today. That was the first communication that I had done was directly to her over a long period. I said, Kamala, congratulations, Shyamala would have been very proud.